In this video, we're going to be replacing the battery on our R33 Nissan Skyline GTR. I believe this is the same thing for the GTS-T. Okay, before we get started, you're going to have to keep yourself safe. So let's get some eye protection, and let's get some gloves, and let's follow any safety procedures and make sure that you keep yourself safe and prevent your car from getting damaged. So the battery is in the trunk, so we're going to go ahead and open up our trunk. So our first step is to remove these little screw plastic tabs, and they're going to be running along this carpeted trim. You need a Phillips, but sometimes when you turn it, the whole tab turns. And what I like to do is I like to put something behind it, and then I like to turn it, and usually it comes off. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to move this rear brace, and it takes a 21 millimeter socket. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this black, I'm gonna call it brace panel, and it has some 12 millimeter bolts right here. All right, so we got all the bolts out, and now we're gonna remove it. Next, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna remove the negative cable first using a 10 millimeter socket. We have the negative terminal removed, and now we're gonna remove the positive one. When you're doing this, you wanna be careful that you don't arc and touch something metal. That's why this has a piece of plastic or piece of rubber right here. And so we're gonna go ahead and carefully loosen up that nut and remove that terminal. And now I'm gonna remove this little protector that helps you prevent arcing. Take off the battery bracket. And on this particular battery, I'm just gonna be able to just slide it out. But one thing I didn't pay attention to was that Optima battery had tiny little itty bitty terminals. And I was really confused. I was like, I haven't seen that before. And I'm not sure if that's how the Skyline came from the manufacturer. So we picked up this interstate battery. It's an AGM battery. The cold cramping amps of the Optima, I think, was 450, and this one's 410. But at this point, I'm not going to film the reversal install because it's pretty much reversal install. But I want to remind you guys two important things. Be very careful, wear eye protection, wear gloves, and also make sure that you put on the positive battery first and then the negative. But before you do any of that, make sure that you attach that little rubber protector so whenever you're putting the positive battery on or you're working with it, you don't arc anything. Thank you again for watching. You take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to you later.